hunting Greys. It's the X-Files, man.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm always excited to see these guys because, I mean, Havoc and Janela are two people I heard about for years before actually seeing them in AEW. So it's like, I finally get to watch it. And it's going to be a good one. I'm thinking, I'm going to go with the bad boy. He's got the Macho Man glasses. It's kind of hard for a B-stick to not support him.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to copy and paste what I said about Private Party. And I'm going to say that the short time Darby Allin has been here, they've just been pushing the shit out of him, and they've been talking about how great he is, and he has the potential to be a huge breakout star in this company.
To be the biggest underdog in the history of professional wrestling.
Yeah.
You gotta lose a fuck ton of matches to get there, though.
And this could be you had the TNA originals back in the day, and you had the Ring of Honor originals. Darby Allin could be an AEW original. Yeah, he's wrestled in other promotions, but he's never made a name anywhere. Jimmy Havoc has made a name in ROH and in CZW and in TNA Impact. Joey Janela has made a name for himself in CZW and by having his own Summer Block Party, and I mean he's huge. He's already made a name for himself. He didn't even need AEW, but he's there, and it's awesome.
Danzig did that.
So yeah, Danzig basically made Joey Janela a name. So he's basically the successor to him. So Zandig, not Danzig, but Danzig would be cool too.
Danzig's a good band, though.
Yeah, it'd be cool if he got in a match with Zandig. So that's where I'm going with. I'm going with push Darby Allin.
It's like a grave match, but they have to dig it.
Dig your own grave match.
Dig Zandig digs.
It's so shitty. I love it.
That's bad.
Pacey, are you going to be able to pull off this next one?
Oh, yeah. You mean Escalera de la Muerte?
Oh, I love it.
It's the death ladder for the AAA tag titles.
You've been polishing up on your Spanish.
Oh, I took half a year of Spanish in 8th grade. Come on now. I know that shit.
I guess that works here. I thought maybe you were just talking to Megan for a while, getting it down. Thought you called her up, just sent her a text and been like, all right, the 17th time. How do you say this?
Yep, that's exactly it. You found me out, Fat Mac.
I think
Lucha Brothers versus the Young Bucks in a fucking ladder match. What more could you ask for?
Yeah, if Omega Pac isn't the show stealer, this easily could be the match of the night that everybody goes away talk. Easily could be the match of the night, man.
Honestly, I'm hoping it's Paige Jericho. I'm hoping they destroy the fucking every expectation that we don't have for the match because nobody seems to care.
That would be great. I've got nothing against the main event being the best match. In fact, it should be. But on paper, this one could easily walk away with that title.
Yeah.
With that being said,
I like that AEW events seem to have like 3 main events, and it feels nice.
Right. Yeah, they got the main event and then 1 or 2 co-main events, which is good. This one, Lucha Brothers have not beat the Young Bucks in AEW ever. Ever. And the fact that this is for the AAA tag titles and the fact that the new show is just over the horizon, Pastey, the new weekly show where tag team wrestling is going to be a big part of it. The tag team tournament is going to be a big part of it. I don't see the Young Bucks going into that tournament with another company's titles around their waist. I don't think that would be smart.
No, I don't think so either, to be honest.
So with that being said, other than the fact that they need a win, the Bucks shouldn't have the titles going into TV, and a death ladder match slightly in the favor of Lucha Bros, I'm going with Lucha Bros.
Bring back the railway spikes, please.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going Lucha Bros too. I think it's a safe bet. I think it's going to be one hell of a match. It's going to be fun to watch either way. But I agree with you on the title picture, and that's exactly why I picked it as well.
Now, let's all just hope that Phoenix doesn't fuck his knee up completely in this match and take himself out for 9 months.
That knee could screw some stuff up. Unless CM Punk comes in wearing his mask.
Dun, dun, dun. I want to see Phoenix run out there, take the mask off. It's CM Punk. And then after the match ends, CM Punk pulls the CM Punk mask off, and it was Jericho! The other man who loves to have his mask. It's always Jericho. You should have known.
There's a mask. Dude, that is beginning to be my biggest complaint about AEW. It's I guess it's not even AEW, it's just outside of WWE.
Yeah, it's getting kind of predictable. It's kind of his shtick, but it's kind of run its course at this point. I would agree. Something that hasn't run its course. It'll never surprise me again, that's for fact. No. It'll surprise me when it's not him. Like, oh shit, I swore it was Jericho. But something that hasn't quite run its course yet, Pacey, because this is just getting started, and I see more rematches of this in one form or the other going forward.
Honestly, you could make this like a career feud.
It should be. This should be one of the AEW major feuds. And folks, that is the grudge match that pits Cody versus Shawn Spears. The chair shot heard around the world.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Words can't describe how much I'm looking forward to this. I think it's very interesting that I'm always looking forward to Cody matches now.
That is interesting.
It's a strange world we've entered. But I think Cody and Shawn can work together in a way that we've probably never seen. I think they could do some good stuff, some good lucha things. Shit. But I gotta go with Cody on this one, I think. Has he announced who his corner guy is yet?
No, he hasn't. We know that Tully Blanchard is going to be in Shawn Spears' corner.
It's CM Punk.
So
it
makes
sense to stand across from Tully Blanchard. Who else do you associate with Tully Blanchard but CM Punk?
I don't know, a Mr. Arn Anderson, who is a AEW employee backstage.
That would be so boring, though. I'd probably take a nap.
That's who I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Arn Anderson.
Or is Alicia Fox at ringside? He brings out Alicia Fox instead of Brandy Rose.
Gosh. That'd be certainly something else. What about Magnum TA? I don't know what kind of condition he's in lately, but Magnum TA, Tully Blanchard, was one of the biggest feuds in NWA ever. In fact, their I Quit cage match, dare I say, is one of the best I Quit matches ever. That would be cool to see Magnum TA. Yeah, I think Magnum TA could be in his corner. I like that. But I'm going to go with Shawn Spears. He's kind of the wild card. I've really liked Ty Dillinger in NXT.
I like him so much more now. But
I don't know what he can do when the WWE reins are off him. You know what I mean? So this is going to be so weird because
in WWE, I watched him, and to me, it was like he was a child, like a young superstar, up and coming, and then he hits AEW, and he's like all grown up.
Oh, he still seems like a little kid to me, but it's cool. But that's just it. I don't know what to expect from him. So I'm curious. I'm interested to see where Shawn Spears goes.
To the top.
So I'm gonna go with Shawn Spears. Just like I said, it's not over. So it really doesn't to me matter who wins.
He really should spear people, though.
He's too small.
I guess.
Yeah, it would not be a good. I mean, if he did it just as a move in the ring, but not a finisher, I guess.
Yeah, but not a finisher.
Yeah,
I mean, you know what's coming. It's in his name. It shouldn't be his finisher.
Yeah. Well,
arm drag. Did you catch that Bailey shit this week?
Oh my gosh, the ref fucked that up. That was the ref's fault. She goes to grab the gloves. Where the fuck are the gloves? Where are the gloves? Ref's like, oh fuck, I don't know. He's like your kid, and the fucking you just set something down, And then you go to get the door or something, or you go to get something out of the microwave or turn the water off, and you come back and it's gone, and the kid's the only one in the room. You're like, where'd it go? I don't know. The ref just looked like, fuck, I didn't touch it. It must have been, it was her.
I just know that's my go-to anytime we have to switch gears really fast from now on. I'm going to yell out arm drag.
Arm drag. Yeah, it was definitely on the ref. It wasn't Lacey's fault, and it wasn't.
No, a lot
Bailey's
of people
fault.
shat all over Lacey for that, though.
It's not Lacey's fault.
No, people just want to shit on her because she's new. She didn't spend enough time in NXT, and I agree with that. But
that's not her call.
No.
And I think her character has done great.
And she'll do just fine on the main roster.
Her character on the main roster got over faster than Bailey's character on the main roster. Let's say that.
I don't think Bailey's over yet. Sorry.
No. What happened in AEW, Pasty?
Up next, we got a singles match. Kenny Omega versus Pac.
So, originally, when I first heard this, I went with Pac. For a couple of reasons. One, Kenny Omega's got the losing streak. Two, Pac doesn't have the Dragon Gate title anymore, and that was one of the biggest issues with him losing. And three, because we already know that Pac is kind of temperamental about his creative, and if they wanted to keep Pac around and keep him happy, you probably should let him win, because he can walk out on you at any time.
He's done it before.
Exactly. On a few different companies. But with that being said, with that maybe news from Meltzer about Pac being more concerned with Dragon Gate and only being a part-timer in AEW, and I'm kind of paraphrasing, but that's about what his report said, whether it's true or not. Why would you have a part-timer beat one of your main guys? It wouldn't make sense. For that reason, I'm going to go Omega, because you're going to have that rematch with Jon Moxley, and you want Omega to look strong going into it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if it was Omega Moxley, I'd pick Moxley. If it was Omega Pac under different circumstances, I'd pick Pac.
What if it was Omega Pac? Who are you going with?
I'm going with Kenny
Moxley.
Omega.
I meant Moxley Pac. Sorry.
Moxley Pac?
I was trying to be a smart ass, and then I screwed it up to begin with.
I think I got to give it to Pac over Moxley, just because Moxley hasn't paid the dues yet on the lesser circuit.
They need to start a tag team called Poxley.
Poxley. I like it.
Yeah.
But no, and then especially with what we said, it was a gift from Dragon Gate. Automatically, my mind goes, Pac's gonna lose, especially since there's no plans on him working with them going forward.
As far as we know, yeah.
Yeah, if it's a one and done, yeah, Pac's losing. Yeah, Kenny Omega, the Omega Man, for the win. Let's break the streak.
Break the streak, baby. And then what we all came here for, folks, the AEW World Championship match. Yes, somebody will leave All Out as the very first ever inaugural All Elite Pro Wrestling World Champion. So far as I've looked up, they're not calling it a World Heavyweight Championship, which I think is, I think that's telling, with how they're not trying to push, large men and all that. It kind of seems that they're going, and that could change. Maybe it is going to be World Heavyweight Champion, but everything I've seen on their page and everything just says World Championship.
Be intergalactic.
So I dig it. Yeah, the Universal title's always won by somebody on Earth. Miss Universe is always won by somebody on Earth. I have a feeling that Earth's paying somebody off in the universe. It's like, we're going to win this one, huh?
Right.
So we got Hangman Adam Page taking on the Painmaker Chris Jericho. This should be a good match, and boy, it really could go either way for different reasons. For very different reasons. I've got such
cold feet. All of a sudden,
put on some slippers, buddy. Turn the heat up. Put on some slippers. You'll be fine. But we got a show to do. All right. I've been
saying the whole time Page is going to win it. But now, an hour before the buy-in, CM Punk's got this thing where he's going to talk. And I think if there's a chance in hell CM Punk is going to AEW, he's going to want to face Jericho for the championship. I'm changing mine, and I'm going with Jericho.
Are you changing it, or am I?
I am changing it.
All right. This is almost a flip of the coin. Hangman Adam Page allows you to build a first-time AEW championship on the back of a